All right, let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but is literally running the world around us right this very second. We are demystifying artificial intelligence.
Seriously, have you ever wondered how your phone just magically recognizes your face? Or how Netflix always seems to know exactly what you want to watch on a Friday night? Well, that is artificial intelligence at work. Today, we're going to discover what AI really is, how it actually works, the different types out there, and we'll even bust some common myths along the way.
So, here is our roadmap for this explainer. 1. What is AI? 2. Types of AI. 3. How AI works. 4. Real-world applications. 5. Myths versus reality. And 6. The future of AI. Let's dive right in.
Let's start right at the foundation. Section 1. What is artificial intelligence? Let's define the technology.
So at its core, AI is basically a combination of algorithms. It's a huge field that brings together computer science, data, statistics, and even neuroscience. The ultimate goal here? To teach computers to do the incredible things that our human brains do naturally. We want them to understand the world, learn new things, and generate original ideas. We are essentially giving machines the ability to perceive their environment and make decisions to achieve a specific goal.
Pretty wild, right?
Now, you've probably heard a ton of buzzwords thrown around, so let's clear those up. AI is the big umbrella term. Right under that, we have machine learning, or ML. This is where systems learn and improve by finding patterns directly from the data they're fed without a programmer having to explicitly write out every single rule. And if we go even deeper, we hit deep learning. This uses artificial neural networks with multiple layers, which is why it's called deep, and it's actually inspired by the structure of the human brain. It's an absolute game changer for complex stuff like recognizing images and understanding speech.
But you see, AI isn't just one big monolithic thing. Let's move to Section 2, the types of AI, looking at its capabilities and limits. We can easily classify AI by its capabilities. Right now, in the real world, we only have artificial narrow AI, or ANI. This is AI trained for one specific task, like ChatGPT, your phone's voice assistant, or even your email spam filter. It's incredibly powerful, but it doesn't possess genuine human reasoning. The next step up is artificial general intelligence, or AGI. This would be an AI that can learn and adapt across any task, just like a human. Think of the droids in Star Wars. Finally, there's artificial superintelligence, or ASI. This is a purely theoretical system that would become self-aware and completely surpass human intelligence. We are definitely not there yet, but it's exactly what scientists are theorizing for the distant future.
We can also break AI down by functionality, using the famous Russell and Norvig classification. First up, reactive machines. Think of IBM's Deep Blue, which famously beat Garry Kasparov in chess. It only reacts to the current board. It has absolutely no memory of past moves. Next is limited memory. This is what drives most of today's AI, like self-driving cars. They remember the recent movements of other vehicles to make split-second decisions. The last two are strictly theoretical for now. Theory of mind, where an AI could truly understand human emotions and navigate social situations, and self-aware AI, which would literally understand its own existence.
All right, let's open up the black box. Section 3, how does AI work? The core engine.
It all really boils down to three essential ingredients. First, massive amounts of data. Second, smart algorithms. And third, serious computational power. An AI needs to be exposed to just enormous volumes of information so it can spot patterns and relationships that a human would completely miss. And to process all that data, especially for training these complex models, you need heavy-duty hardware, like advanced GPUs and high-performance cloud storage.
To make sense of all that data, AI relies on a few core components. We already touched on neural networks, but there's also natural language processing, or NLP. This is what allows machines to understand, interpret, and actually generate human language. It's the exact magic running Siri and Alexa. Then there's computer vision, which lets computers literally see and interpret the visual world around them. Imagine trying to teach a computer what a bird is. Instead of writing out a million lines of code describing feathers and beaks, you just show it thousands of pictures of birds using computer vision, and the machine learning algorithm figures out the pattern all on its own.
Now that we know how the engine works, let's look at what it can actually do. Section 4. Real-world AI applications and how they are transforming industries.
This technology is completely transforming almost every sector you can think of, in healthcare,
AI chatbots and diagnostic tools are analyzing medical histories and genetics to assist doctors with near-human precision. In education, smart platforms are predicting a student's interests to tailor their curriculum and catch learning difficulties super early. Over in finance, algorithms are detecting market fraud in real time. And in the energy sector, AI is crunching colossal amounts of data to optimize smart city grids, while fleets of autonomous drones are literally planting thousands of trees to fight deforestation.
And it's not just sitting invisibly in the cloud either. AI is crossing over into the physical world. Take agriculture, for example. AI platforms are out there right now analyzing soil quality, predicting pest outbreaks, and optimizing water usage. You have robotic systems physically tending to crops based on real-time data analysis. It is this amazing fusion of cutting-edge software and physical engineering.
But look, with any revolutionary tech comes a lot of anxiety and misunderstanding. Let's get into Section 5, Myths, Realities, and Challenges Ahead.
Let's bust the biggest sci-fi myth right out of the gate. The myth that AI has consciousness and feelings. The reality? An AI might sound incredibly empathetic or super creative when you're chatting with it, but it absolutely does not have genuine feelings, self-awareness, or a soul. It is simply a highly complex machine doing pattern recognition. It's just predicting what word should logically come next based on the massive amounts of text it was trained on.
Here's another massive one. The myth that because AI is a machine, it must be 100% objective and fair. The reality here is that an AI is only as good as the data we humans feed it. If historical data contains human biases, like say in how bank loans were approved in the past, the AI just learns and repeats those biased patterns. Ensuring the data going in is high quality and fair is actually one of the biggest technical hurdles developers face today.
And then there's the myth that causes the absolute most stress. AI is going to take all human jobs. The reality is actually much more optimistic. Yes, AI is definitely going to automate repetitive, data-heavy tasks, but its true power is in augmenting our capabilities. By taking over the tedious, boring work, AI frees us humans up to focus on what we do best: creative, strategic, and deeply empathetic work.
Of course, because AI can be used maliciously, think sophisticated scams or privacy issues, global regulation is naturally stepping up. We're seeing sweeping legislation, like the European Union's AI Act, which classifies AI systems based on their risk level. Ultimately, it's just about putting some solid guardrails in place to make sure this incredibly powerful technology is developed and deployed safely and responsibly.
We have covered some fantastic ground today. Let's bring it all together in Section 6, Conclusion and the Future of AI. What's next?
The frontier of AI is expanding right before our eyes. With the massive explosion of generative AI creating brand new text and images, large language models, and now autonomous AI agents that can actually plan and execute complex tasks all on their own, the entire paradigm is shifting. But if you take away just one thing today, let it be this: AI is not just some distant sci-fi future. It has left the realm of fiction, it is already our present, and it is the new cornerstone of human innovation.
And that wraps up our deep dive. I really hope this explainer gave you some cool aha moments and made this complex tech feel a lot more approachable. If you enjoyed this and learned something new, please hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss an explainer, and definitely jump into the comments and let me know exactly what AI topic you want me to demystify next. Until next time, stay curious.